The movie opens with a dog named Max and his friend Duke enjoying a picnic in New York's Central Park. Seeing other dogs being harried by their owner's kids, Max is relieved his owner is single. However, this changes soon as Katie meets Chuck and they end up getting married and having a baby, Liam. Initially, Max tries to keep his distance from Liam and does not approve of his wild ways. Max misses his old life, but one day everything changes when toddler Liam hugs Max, telling him that he loves him. Moving forward, Max vows to protect Liam from all harm and their bond grows stronger with every passing day. The overprotective love for Liam triggers an uncontrollable itch in Max, especially when Liam is outdoors. Next, we see a bunch of pets living their routine life with their owners, like Chloe the cat waking her owner up with a freshly coughed out hairball, and Snowball the bunny being Molly's adorable pet. She dresses him as a superhero before she leaves for school. Snowball and Max talk through their window balconies, each singing high praises of their kid. When Snowball mentions preschool, Max's itch gets triggered because he wants to keep Liam near him at all times. Max has a special team of fellow pets Buddy, Mel, and Norman, who keep an eye on Liam for his safe being. Seeing how stressed Max has been recently, Katie takes him to a vet where he freaks out seeing all the other pets with their issues. The vet puts a neck cone on him to minimize his scratching. When they return home, Max learns from Duke that they are all going on a road trip and this immediately cheers him up, because dogs love car rides. They go to a farm owned by Chuck's uncle. Duke is enjoying all around the farm, but Max finds it difficult to leave Liam's side. The farm dog named Rooster advises him to let go of his insecurities, because kids learn when they make mistakes. Max is too proud to admit it, but deep down he is in awe of the way Rooster handles things around the farm like herding the cattle etc. He even takes off Max's cone after saving him from a fox ambush. Max wishes he could go inside to be with Liam, but Chuck's uncle has a strict no dogs inside rule, leaving Duke and Max no other option but to sleep under the starlit sky. Duke falls asleep easily, but Max is too nervous and scared due to the new surroundings. The next day, Max and Duke help Liam work his way through a storybook of Red Riding Hood. When Max tries to shield Liam from learning the real story of the big bad wolf and sugarcoat it, Rooster intervenes and lets Liam explore the book by himself, and he is fine. He tells Max to relax and loosen up a little because kids should always have room to explore the world on their own. Max is annoyed and so he tries to step up at the farm, but in doing so, he accidentally lets the sheep loose. Rooster takes him to bring back Cotton, the sheep that have gone off wandering in the forest. They find Cotton stuck on an apple tree, and though he is nervous initially, Max manages to rescue her safely with Rooster's guidance and encouragement. They return back to the farm and Max is a changed, confident dog. Later that night, Rooster advises Max to let go of his irrational fears, and together they howl at the moon. Before leaving for the farm, Max had assigned Jigdit to take care of his favorite toy, Busy Bee, and she happily agrees to keep it safe. However, she loses it and Busy Bee ends up in the old cat lady's apartment swarming with cats. Determined to retrieve the Busy Bee, Jigdit pleads with Chloe to teach her how to be a cat, so she can sneak into that apartment and get Busy Bee back. Chloe gets her a cat ear hairband and a makeshift sock tail and teaches her the ways of a cat, like knocking things over, walking over laptops, etc. When Jigdit is ready, she makes her way into the cat lady's apartment and spots Busy Bee with the biggest cat. She is able to get it back, but the cats chase her, and this is where Norman steps in and distracts the cats with a red laser. Jigdit pretends to catch the laser dot and eat it. This earns her the instant respect of all the cats and she leaves like a boss, securing Busy Bee. Meanwhile, Snowball gets acquainted with another dog, Daisy, a Shih Tzu, who wants the help of Captain Snowball to help rescue a white tiger that she came across on an airplane. According to Daisy, she noticed a huge, covered crate while she and the other pets were messing with the luggage bags in the cargo section. As it happens, an evil circus owner Sergey has captured that helpless tiger cub in chains. She knew she had to get help right away because no animal deserves to be bound in a space without its will. As Snowball is obsessed with being a superhero, he suits up and leaves with Daisy to go rescue Who. They get to the circus where Sergey is desperately trying to train poor Who for his circus tricks. He locks him up in the cage after a failed session of training and orders his black wolves to guard him with their lives. Daisy makes her way to Who and promises him that they are here to help him get away. The wolves warn her to get going, but she notices the spot where Sergey left the keys to Who's cage. Daisy dashes toward the post while dodging the wolves and manages to get the keys while trapping 3 of the wolves. The 4th wolf chases Snowball all around the amusement park but eventually gets stuck in a ride, thanks to Daisy. Then they proceed to free who is grateful to Daisy. Next, as they walk through the city with Snowball bragging about how good he was on his first mission, Daisy expresses her concern to find a safe spot for Who. Snowball brings them to Pops, who lives in an apartment where the owner is never home and who could stay for as long as he could. However, that is not true. When they get there, Pops is seen training a few puppies from the neighborhood, and when Pops notices Who, he claims he cannot have such a big animal at his home. The puppies manage to melt his heart with their puppy eyes, and he agrees to let Hu stay for one night. The next day, Sergei learns that the tiger has escaped, and he is furious at the wolves who only had one job, i.e. not letting the white tiger out of their sight. He considers making his pet monkey the new security head and threatens the wolves. Suddenly, he notices the hair clip that fell from Daisy's hair last night and orders his wolves to retrieve the tiger, following the scent of the hair clip. Meanwhile, Daisy is seen narrating the entire incident smugly to some dogs at the Central Park. When the wolves manage to track her, the other dogs scurry away and Daisy makes a run for it. They try to catch her, but she manages to escape, thanks to her size and smart thinking. Meanwhile, Snowball is having a ball at his apartment as he plays a video game while waiting for his food. Suddenly, a tap on the window alerts him and he finds Hu, Pops, and the entire litter of puppies who seem angry. As it happens, Pops wants to return the tiger to Snowball since Hu managed to crash Pop's entire space. Left with no other option, Snowball hides Hu in Max's apartment as he knows the owners are not in town. When Snowball is exiting Max's apartment, Jigdit eyes him with suspicion, but she cannot push it since that could compromise her cat queen cover being blown. Next, Katie and the entire gang return home after having a great time at the farm. Max does not feel as nervous as he did earlier. Even Rooster feels a little sad when they leave, but he toughens up soon, returning to his heroic persona. When Max gets ready to sleep in Liam's room along with Liam and Duke, he notices Snowball, Daisy, and a big white tiger trying to escape from the window. When Max inquires, Snowball tells him about the whole situation. Daisy sees that the wolves have arrived and she takes Hu to the rooftop to escape. Max tries to bring out his newfound bravery and goes down to fight the wolves, but Sergei shows up and tries to stomp over him, causing him to stumble into the basement. As a result, Max falls into the laundry room. The wolves corner the scared tiger on the roof and Sergei shoots at him with a tranquilizer dart to take him back to his circus. Daisy tries to intervene, but he captures her too, beaming to have found another addition to his circus animals. Max manages to escape from the laundry room just in time to see the circus men take away Hu and Daisy. He knows he has to do something about this. He asks Gidget for backup and asks all the pets in the building to join him in following Sergei to rescue Daisy and Hu. Next, Max and Snowball board the circus train Sergei and his team got on, while Gidget makes her way to the location with all her cat buddies in the cat lady's car. Suddenly, the wolves appear and they chase Max, while Snowball finds Daisy, who is trapped in a cannon. As Snowball is trying to get her out, he is pestered by Sergei's pet monkey, known as Little Sergei. However, Snowball puts up a good fight since he has been training for this his entire life. He manages to help Daisy out of the cannon as Little Sergei puts it on fire, and they manage to push Sergei inside the cannon, just in time. Meanwhile, Max manages to outrun and lose the wolves despite being outnumbered by them. He finally makes it to the compartment where Sergei has kept Hu, but Max is thrown off the train by Little Sergei, who comes catapulting it. Refusing to back down, Max follows the train through the woods and prepares to jump on it from a bridge as the train goes under a tunnel. He breaks into the conductor's room and attacks Sergei. Snowball and Daisy also join, and Sergei gets a good beating that he actually deserves. The conductor was already scared of being in the presence of a giant cat. He pulls the chain of the train as he has had enough, and the train comes to a halt. Next, we see Max, Snowball, Daisy, and Hu getting off the train, but Sergei appears and yanks Hu's chain. He is about to shoot him with the tranquilizer dart again when he is suddenly hit by a speeding car. The cat lady and her team along with Gidget manage to run Sergei over, saving Hu from captivity once and for all. Everyone gets in the cat lady's car and they head home happily. In the end, everything goes back to the normal routine. The old cat lady adopts Hu as her pet and he lives happily with all the cats, becoming fast friends with Chloe. Max lets go of his insecurities regarding Liam and the entire family walks Liam to his first day at preschool. When Liam reaches the staircase, he looks at Max, who smiles back at him because he wants Liam to see the whole world. Things are going to be good.